The mysterious death of Suchir Balaji, a former OpenAI researcher, has taken a new turn as the San Francisco Police Department has termed the case as an active and open investigation after they initially ruled Balaji's death a suicide. This development comes amidst increasing scrutiny and unresolved questions surrounding the initial conclusion of suicide.
Obvious murder. Even Elon Musk is saying it's a murder. Everyone, 99.9% of people who hear this, they know there is foul play.
JEJE Vibe. I'm JEJE. It's JEJE Vibe.
What's up, everybody?
We're
Ladies
back.
and gentlemen, welcome to JEJE Vibe.
Oh, JEJE.
Today, we're going to be talking about a topic that we touched on earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We just added it to one of the AI episode that we had
Mm-hmm.
about a software engineer, Balaji,
That poofed.
poofed. And he was an ex-employee of OpenAI.
OpenAI and their shenanigans.
Once deemed a suicide, the mysterious death of OpenAI whistleblower Suchir Balaji has taken a murky turn. The case is now an active and open investigation by the San Francisco Police Department. Suchir Balaji, a bright mind in artificial intelligence, was found dead in his San Francisco apartment earlier this year, soon after revealing what he called unfair practices by the AI giant like copyright breach. At first, authorities ruled his death as a suicide, citing no evidence of foul play. However, his family challenged this conclusion, raising questions about inconsistencies at the scene.
OpenAI and their shenanigans. Like, it's crazy. It's like the only thing we're getting from OpenAI is just open conspiracies and open
That's
allegations.
the only thing.
That's the only thing open about OpenAI.
Not even what they're building.
Not even what they're building is not open, but we're hearing a whole lot of allegations, open allegations and open conspiracies. But this is beyond conspiracy right now. Because Balaji that poofed, the mother has come out to let the world hear everything about her son, because it was ruled as a
Suicide. And how they didn't really even do investigation.
There was no investigation. There was nothing. They didn't even, like, he left the apartment. Like, there was so many.
A lot.
What really have you found out during the process of engaging these private investigators, and what is their report telling you?
When we went to the apartment, we found that the bedroom was ransacked. And we also found there was a sign of fight in the bathroom. And when we fed the picture to ChatGPT, we figured out that the splatter of blood is not like what it's supposed to be as per the cause of death. And we also found separate spots of blood in the bathroom, indicating he may have been hit separately, other than the cause of death.
She even went as far as saying that there were some things that they saw in the apartment and they tried to point it out to the authorities now, but the authorities were dismissive of what they found. So they decided to continuously pay for the apartment just to keep it the way it is because it's an evidence.
Crazy.
Just so they could, get justice for the death of their son.
What happened to the piece of wig found on the floor soaked in blood in your son's apartment? Where is it?
It's still there. We didn't pick it up because we want police to go and look at it.
It's in the apartment right now?
Nobody came to do the investigation. We have the apartment keys. Nobody came to do the investigation. We have been requesting police.
It's sitting there right now.
Yeah. Still there. We didn't pick up anything because it's crime scene evidence.
But no one's investigating it as a crime scene.
No. In fact, like our attorney said, up to December 31st, these people will retain the apartment. In fact, we are paying the rent and we are maintaining the apartment as is because we want someone to come and investigate all these things with so much evidence. If medical examiner still calls it suicide, this is an ethical question, the regulatory question.
So it's just sitting on the floor right now?
Yes, it's the same place. We didn't touch any of that.
Oh, this is a really crazy story.
It is reality, right? It's not a story. It's how gruesome it is. And like you see all the bloodshot, like there was a fight and my son has been tortured. He didn't die immediately. And where can we go with, where is peace of mind for us? We just don't have any peace of mind. Our life is not normal at all. The only thing that could make a difference after the loss of our son is get him justice.
Crazy. There was no proper investigation done. The apartment was left like untouched.
When did you learn that your son was dead?
That was on 26th. 25th, I went to his apartment, knocked on the door, no one opened. I called the dispatch. Unfortunately, it took a day of effort for us to get his apartment open. 25th, they went and they didn't even call me back. What happened? Apparently, they have gone and knocked on the door. They didn't bother to open the door. They just said, okay, nobody's opening the door, and they went back. Security guard from the apartment complex says he saw the fire truck and the ambulance and the police, and they went back. 5:30, I waited and 5:30 p.m. when I called on Monday, 25th, they said, ma'am, unless you are here, we cannot open the door. Next morning, I went to Union City Police Station, that's where we live, and filed a missing person complaint. I waited for 1.5 hours, but both the parents, me and my husband, we started calling all the hospitals in San Francisco area to see if he may have had an accident, why he's not responding to us, what happened to him. Moment we found that he was not in any of the hospitals, we took a deep breath, okay, he's safe. But when we went to his apartment, 1 o'clock I went to San Francisco and the dispatch came at 1:09. Until 4 o'clock, we were not told anything.
How can a scene happen like that and no attention is paid to whatever happened? No investigation was made. The family was demanding that, come and look at this. There were so many inconsistencies in everything that they found. But the authorities is not even paying attention to it. And the mother is out here saying that her son is not suicidal. And there's a foul play and it's crazy.
Balaji's mother, Purnima Ramarao, has been at the forefront of this battle for justice. She alleges that the initial investigation overlooked key evidence. According to her, a second autopsy revealed that her son was shot in the back of the head from an angle that would make self-infliction impossible. She also pointed to blood spatter on the bathroom floor and signs suggesting Balaji was trying to escape when he was attacked. But the family is facing challenges in providing concrete evidence. The secondary autopsy, which reportedly contradicts the initial findings, has not been made public. The department, along with the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner, refused to release the full incident report, citing the active investigation status. Additionally, the private pathologist hired by the family has declined to comment, adding a layer of mystery to the case. His mother even suggested potential conflicts of interest in the San Francisco city government and questioned the credibility of the city's medical examiner. The family's claims have raised serious allegations of cover-up.
From what she's saying, Balaji was a prodigy. Intelligent, has won so many awards growing up, and he has always been special. And he doesn't look like someone who would do something like do or harm themselves.
He seemed he loved life.
And more than anything else, there was no suicide note left. In the times where they make a determination it's suicide, they take so many factors into account. The major factor is, was the person depressed? They didn't even ask us. And even today morning, when I was speaking to the attorney, he said, we checked all the CCTV, no one came in, no one went out, so we made a decision as suicide. I kept telling my attorney there are 3 entrances to the building, one through the garage, one through the back door. Those two don't have CCTV cameras. How do you make this determination? But the police are not listening to us. Lobbying in San Francisco is so powerful. The tech industry lobbying has introduced a lot of corruption, and a precious life of my son is gone. He was so brilliant.
Balaji's death, there were so many foul plays. And the mother is out here seeking justice for her son.
Yep.
The family is left broken because that's the only child they have. And they want to know at least what happened.
We just not lost a son, we lost a nephew, we lost a cousin, we lost a grandson, and his, like our dreams of his marriage, being in-laws, have seeing our grandkids, everything has been snatched away from us.
OpenAI has been called into the picture. Sam Altman too has been called into the picture.
Elon Musk, who has been critical of OpenAI in the past, has thrown his weight behind these claims.
This is crazy allegations. This is crazy things that are out here now for OpenAI.
People started branding him as whistleblower. Whistleblower is only when he's inside the company. He left OpenAI. Until he was there, he never spoke against the management. He never raised his voice. He believed in what he believed. He stood out. And then he started talking about what he believed because he started feeling very bad about his work was misused and his ethics were not respected.
Public speculation has grown, with many questioning whether Balaji's whistleblowing activities at OpenAI and other AI firms may have made him a target. Adding to the intrigue in the involvement of prominent figures like Elon Musk, who expressed skepticism over the initial suicide ruling. Balaji, who helped develop ChatGPT, may have ruffled feathers by targeting OpenAI. The San Francisco Police Department has not confirmed what prompted the shift in status. However, the change from a closed case to an active and open investigation highlights the complexities surrounding this incident.
So what do you guys think? Drop a comment. Let us know. You know it's JEJE Vibe.
Oh, JEJE.
We're just here observing. Like observers. See you in the next one.
Bye now.
JEJE Vibe. You know it's JEJE Vibe.
Oh, JEJE.
In your filthy vibe.
I'm feeling it.
You know it's JEJE Vibe.
It's gone.
It's filthy vibe. It's JEJE Vibe.
In that journal or in the messages, do you see anybody who's threatening him, trying to push him down, something that he's grappling with, which could possibly be something you'd like the authorities to be looking at?
No, nothing like that. Actually, we had his memorial service, and then we had 30 kids come like this. He had no enmity since his birth till now. But his enmity was with the hundreds of $billion AI industry, where he was stating there's a lot of money at stake here. I wouldn't want to name one person, but I can look at the reality. Reality is like there's a lot of investment gone into AI industry, and his testimony would have turned it upside down. He was named as a witness for New York Times. Within a week after he was named as witness, he's gone. This is the reality.
Do you think because he was doing these interviews, because he was revealing how these AI models steal copyright, do you think that's why the powerful people in the artificial intelligence industry who probably wanted to get him, that the sum of your supposition?
And he also had some documents. They said, New York Times said he had some documents. He had some information that would have been very critical. That would have actually shaken the AI industry, or at least OpenAI and Microsoft. If if he were alive and if he had given his testimony, it would have been very, very impactful. They didn't let him leave. I'm not
What kind
saying
of
in
documents are these? Do you have any idea where these documents are? What kind of documents are these?
that we don't know yet. We need to explore. Once we get hold of his assets, once we get the permission to open his assets, we will do some forensic and find out.
You're a grieving mother and the family is in shock, and I understand that. But the base of the charge that you're leveling, that whether it's Microsoft or OpenAI, that they were somehow involved in the death of your son. Now, that's a very, very serious charge to make, which at this moment, there is no evidence really, ma'am, to back.
I know, people don't even want to listen to us. It's obvious murder. Even Elon Musk is saying it's a murder. Everyone, 99.9% of people who hear this, they know there is foul play. And why the authorities are deaf to us? They're not giving us police report. They're not giving us crime scene pictures. They're not here. Cops have the body cam. The video should be released to us. They're not releasing. And yesterday I put in a demand to for a few more, like preserving the evidence and all. There's no response to that. If we don't know where we are living, what kind of place we are living in.
You have an opportunity to present the findings of the private autopsy report to the local police. Forget what they were saying originally. After your new evidence has come to light, what are they saying now?
No, we sent our own private autopsy report to police. They didn't bother to look at it. And angle in which that, like, whatever we are seeing, the wound angle cannot be suicidal. We know for sure. In fact, like, we're trying to do more investigation, do more forensics, gather more evidence to substantiate. Our first goal is to make it homicide first. We know our son can never take his life. He was very thoughtful. He was very wise above all of us. Why would he do that? And we have evidence, not just emotions. We have evidence, we have data.
Okay. And what made you believe that this is not a case of suicide? Did you find anything to inside the apartment? Did you find anything suspicious?
Yes. His, like, there was sign of searching for something in the bedroom, and in
Okay.
the bathroom, like, dustbin had fallen down, and the
Okay.
blood spots, like, near the sink were separate from the main bloodstream. And we also believe that his desktop was ransacked
Okay.
because we found it to be on that day. November
Yeah.
26th, when police went, they say the computer was on.
Okay.
And why would it be on for 3 days? Computer will sleep for some time, right? After being
Yeah.
awake sometime, that was
Yeah.
not the. And another observation we had was in the Chrome,
Hmm.
the cache. You have heard of the cache, right? The storage
Hmm.
cache for the Google
Yeah.
Drive.
Yeah.
That temp data was deleted prior to we bringing it home.
Okay.
29th November is the earliest timestamp we have for the temp files. Those temp files were only when we started accessing it. So
Okay.
we want some forensic expert to look at it.
Okay.
We have
Oh.
downloaded his chat was already downloaded. We went
Okay.
through each and every chat message he had with his friends. There was nothing disturbing. And he went on a vacation for 1 week
Hmm.
with his friends. He was upbeat. He
Hmm.
came back from vacation on 22nd afternoon and he spoke to Balaji, my husband. He was very happy.
So, was he alone that day in that apartment? And did you people go through the CCTV footages?
He was alone and the CCTV footage was not shared with us. Police
Okay.
say that they went through it, but we have been demanding through our private investigator to get the CCTV footage from 2 to 3 days before and 2 days after.
Ma'am, we also saw a post from Elon Musk. In fact, he is supporting your claim. So, are
Yes.
you in touch with him or his office, or perhaps are they assuring some sort of help or assistance to you?
At this moment, he's just supporting and he believes it's a murder. At this point of time, like our first best bet is to gather all the evidence. Then we can reach out to any authorities, we can reach out to Elon. And also, like anything we do in San Francisco, lobbying is very, very powerful.
If he had testified, that would have been a very, very big blow to the American tech industry. Talk to us a little bit about this particular angle.
Yeah, this is actually very concerning for us. We were not aware that he has gone and given stood as a witness. What has been told is he had the document to prove the copyright violation. If you look at the corroboration, like it's not, we haven't got to the bottom of it. The corroboration is November 21st, there is a news from New York Times that OpenAI deleted the evidence. That is the data given for discovery that would prove the copyright. And a few days after, my son, who was a witness, is also gone. So they are trying to win this case left hook or crook. But we need to get data to prove it. At this moment, it's only our opinion. It's only our concern. It's not fact. Obviously.
Did he ever share anything, perhaps any kind of threat he has received, or anything, since he was so vocal against the tech lobby? He had some information which was clandestine in nature, and if he had testified or perhaps had spilled the beans, then that would have been a big blow to the tech industry. Has he ever shared anything?
He's not said anything about those details, but whenever I ask about OpenAI, there was anger in him. He wouldn't talk. And one specific sentence is very, very crystal clear for me. He just sat in the same sofa where we are sitting, they'll go bankrupt. He just blurted. And like, I was shocked because never in his life.
He used to tell you that they will go bankrupt.
Yes.
Or I will make them go
anger
bankrupt.
he had towards them.
Okay.
The anger. He expressed anger and frustration towards them.
Okay. One more thing. Did you see any mark on his body? If some struggle had happened, anything? No.
They lied to us. You know why? They told us not to see the body because it's deteriorated, and they scared us so much. Unfortunately, they even got a funeral home involved in this, and they had washed the body and given the body for second autopsy.